prioritising modules, and because along with student fellows I was doing other things as well, and work as well, but I don't feel like it was a massive stress for me, which was good, because it is, even though it's important that you get it done, there wasn't loads and loads of pressure, which was good. Yeah, finding out about just the process was a challenge, because I'd never done it before. But otherwise, it wasn't stressful, and overall the challenges were overcome, and they weren't ridiculous challenges, so they were good.
I think some of our biggest challenges come with coordinating and communicating. We've had a few instances where we may have said we had a meeting, let's just say Thursday, and one of our members didn't read the message until Thursday and had already made plans and couldn't come. Or we've had issues of people being called into work last minute. So we've had a real struggle trying to get everyone at meetings when we need everyone at meetings. And sometimes when everyone's not at a meeting, it's a little bit ineffective to have a meeting. So that's our main problem we've had.
I think, as I said earlier, my distance from the university in a way. So I am on campus, but I'm a distance student, so I don't have a lot of time to be on campus, to be engaging with students. I think the biggest challenge has been building that network. Fortunately, through my staff partner and through the student fellows sort of staff team, I've been given the opportunities to meet the people I need to, and some of the links I've had from my degree have been really helpful with being able to meet with various students. I've still managed to stay engaged through things like the STARS program, so looking at with student reps. I've been able to work alongside those to sort of bolster up my number of participants. But I think that's been the main challenge is actually how do I stay engaged with undergraduate students as a postgraduate student?
Probably balancing it with being a student and working other jobs and other things that were involved with being a student. So probably time management, but I think being a student fellow teaches you an enormous amount about time management, and because it's so much self-directed research, it makes you have to set those deadlines for yourself, which is really important. So in the long term, I think it's a really good thing. In the short term, it can sometimes feel like another thing you're trying to juggle. Other challenges were sometimes communicating to staff what it was that you were doing and why it was important. I think that's largely been overcome now that we're in the third year of the scheme happening here at Winchester. But in the first year, sometimes it was having to explain to people what you were doing before they could even set up a meeting with you. But now, like I said, I think that's changed. It's so much more part of the discourse of the university that people expect student fellows to get in touch with them. So that was sort of a problem right at the very beginning. I guess also, in my first year, problem was that I wanted to be involved and I didn't have a project. I didn't have a specific idea of one change that I wanted to make or one issue that I had. And maybe that was just me not having a lot of clarity or sitting down and thinking of one thing, but I guess it was my desire to be involved didn't quite match my ideas. So that was kind of an issue to overcome, which I did and had projects kind of suggested to me and then could take it in my own direction. But at the beginning, I loved the idea of the scheme, didn't have a project.
I think the hardest part was knowing sort of where to begin. You walk onto the project and you don't quite know where you should be going, what questions you should be asking, who you should be asking them to, and it gets focused over time. You sort of come to grips with what the question is, and it's like any assignment really. You just realise what you need to do, and it works out. But there's not really been any other majorly hard challenges other than starting off.